Welcome to the booking page, nearly there now. So the next thing to do is to decide what sort of appointment you'd like. The first one is the 20-minute appointment, which is where you've probably got a few questions that need answering. Maybe you've not met me before and would like to see me in person to see whether you want to book a full appointment, or maybe we've done some work together previously and you just want a quick check-in to see whether you're on the right lines and to work out how to move things forwards again. As it's only 20 minutes, I can either pick up the phone or book a Zoom call in. It's too short a time to be in the office. So the next one you could book is for an hour's consultation, which is the most popular one. Well, it's just under an hour, it's 55 minutes. And this is the one that most people book. An hour, we can get most things done in an hour, particularly if you're on your own rather than coming in as a couple. And this is where we start to create change. And at this point, you're probably wondering if you can be helped, if this thing can be fixed, or if you're stuck feeling like this, just stuck in Groundhog Day, going round and round the same day, not knowing how to make it stop. But by clicking the button and booking some time in together means that together we can quickly find the answers you need, quickly and permanently. Because over 20 years of experience tells me that you're probably doing more and more of what's causing you the problem in the first place in an attempt to make things better. So this is what will happen next. After booking the appointment, we'll start by finding out how the problem fits together, and then we'll do the right things for you to be able to do things differently. And then finally, we'll just check and make sure that these changes become new habits and are permanent in your world. So together we can find a way forwards towards the life you'd rather be living. And that will be a life that brings you the happiness and the freedom that you've always wanted. A life where you're finally able to show up as the very best version of yourself, totally in control of the way things are, and at last feeling a sense of peace. We can do all that in an hour's appointment and obviously build on that if there's things that we need to build together. And we'll work on this for just under an hour, 55 minutes, until you're where you want to be in life. And you can come in as little or as often as you need. You're in charge. One of the great things about being able to book online is that you're totally in charge of how many sessions you have, at what time. They can be every week, they can be every month. It's up to you. Just click the button below to make this happen. And let's get to work straight away. So the next appointment that's available is the slightly longer appointment. Maybe as a first consultation, you've decided that you're definitely ready to get this thing sorted, and probably an hour, 55 minutes is a little bit short for you. Or maybe there's a couple of you coming in. So this is the one that's for you, the one that's £250 for 90 minutes. And 90 minutes, particularly with a couple, if you're coming in for relationship problems, it just means that both of you will have lots of time to be heard, because time, health and happiness are our most precious commodities. And actually landing on this page means that you're definitely struggling with at least two of those things. So let's not make it all three. And clearly you're looking for solutions to a problem that's blighting your life, and solutions that you've been unable so far to find yourself, to a problem that's not getting any better and may well end up far worse without help. And perhaps the stress of things not changing is compounding the problem, because sometimes every day that passes starts to remind you that you're still in that downward spiral, that time spent feeling okay is just getting less and less. And sometimes that brain fog just stops you feeling that hope that there is a solution and hope that things can change. And when that brain fog kicks in, people sometimes need to have all of the detail of exactly what's going wrong and how you can fix it. Definitely fix it, and for good. And if you're someone who likes to do things as easily and quickly as possible and really wants it spelling out, this 90-minute appointment is the appointment for you. Because what happens is we'll just speed up the whole process so that you spend as little time as possible in utter discomfort and quickly get to happiness. So again, just click the button and we'll book this appointment in for you. And lastly, if you're really in a hurry and you're really ready to speed change up, maybe this last appointment, the £500 one, is the appointment for you. It brings you just under 3 hours of time spent together. So about 2 hours, 45 minutes, up to 3 hours. Because sometimes people get to the point where they land on my page and they've just hit the wall, that life has ground to a total halt, and you've got no idea how you're going to carry on and move through each of the days. And either you've been accumulating layers of stress, or life has suddenly sent something that's blindsided you. Either way, it feels like you just need help now, big help, not just a sticking plaster. And I understand that totally. And it's just so frustrating when I see people that have got to this place, because I hate having to stop the consultation after an hour just when it feels like we're getting somewhere, knowing that I'm going to have to wait another week to continue. And I know how stuck and how awful you're feeling, because sometimes that hour is just not enough time, and nearly 3 hours is exactly the right amount of time if you're wondering how you'll ever feel better, and not just better, but the best you've ever been. Because sometimes I know that people just need more, and I know that you need to find a way forwards, and I can hold your hand and show you the way to do that, so that you can walk out of my office feeling hopeful, optimistic and lighter than you've felt in a long time. And you'll be armed with everything you need to know to leave the problem far away in the past, feeling confident about walking forwards towards a future that you've designed in a way that you want to live it. So this appointment, that's sort of half a day, nearly 3 hours, is a total solution. It's a total solution in those few hours that gets your life back on track. So if you're at breaking point and you just want to make change happen, click the button below. We'll get you booked in for this and make that change happen for you.